Is your employer messing up your taxes? We have all had a lot of questions since tax reform went into effect at the start of the year. And now is the time to get answers. Certified financial planner Nancy Coutu, the co-founder of Money Managers, is here this morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you.
A lot of people are finding surprises. They maybe got a little bit more money in their paycheck, and you're saying we got to be thinking about what to do with that money, right?
Right, before it gets into your cash flow. So most people are in new tax brackets. So we have new tax brackets. This is a great time to look at your withholding.
So you need to look at your withholdings for next year, right? Because
2018, yeah.
Okay, because people are probably excited, like, hey, I've got some more money, but that's going to really affect their taxes next year.
Right. So this is the time to reevaluate what your withholding is. A lot of people get big refunds, and of course it's fun to get that check in the mail, but it's costing you a lot of money over the long term, because you're giving the government your money interest-free for the whole year. If you're getting $2,000 and $3,000 in refund back this year, it feels good, but that means, especially last year, you could have made $200 to $600 on it had you had it in savings or in an investment instead of giving it to the government to just hold for you for a year. So it's really not a good idea to get a big refund. And IRS this year has a calculator for 2018. You can go to their website, search for withholding 2018, and you can calculate how much your W-4 should be. So this is a good time to do it.
You're talking about, you've got 5, what you say, smart moves to consider right now with our money. Let's talk about those. What's move number 1?
Okay, move number 1 is adjust your W-4.
Okay.
Don't let Uncle Sam hold your money captive without interest for an entire year. Over the long run, that's thousands and thousands of dollars of earnings that you missed by doing that, so it's not a good strategy.
So check that withholding.
You also don't want to pay too little where you have to write a check April 15th. That doesn't sound
painful.
That doesn't feel good. So the second thing you need to do is, now that you have this extra money, and 90% of U.S. households this year will get more money in their paycheck due to the tax reductions. Take that money that you're not used to spending, which most people will spend it.
Sure.
But better strategy is add it to your 401k, increase it by 1% or 2%, open a Roth IRA. This is the time to save it, because you're not used to having that cash flow, and the goal is 10 to 15% of your earnings should go to retirement savings. So this is a good time to do that with money you didn't expect to have.
You also say take advantage of low interest rates happening now.
So the Federal Reserve just increased interest rates last week, and they've promised to do it a couple more times this year. That means that mortgage rates are going up as well. So if you're thinking of buying a home, it may be never going to be a better time. Prices of homes are going up, interest rates are going up. Mortgage rates could be at 5% by the end of this year. So you want to act now.
I like number 4. You say ask for a raise.
Oh, well, you know what? The job market is booming, and it's going to be, if our economic turnaround continues, which I think it will, more and more employers are looking for people. This is the time to either look for an alternative job or maybe approach your employer, but do your homework first.
Okay, so I might talk to my boss next week if you're watching. Pay attention to that. Okay, so for more information, you can head to moneymanager.com. That is MONIMGR.com. Certified financial planner Nancy Coutu. Thanks for being here this morning and explaining this complicated issue.
My pleasure.